Okay, so we're looking at examples of multi-step equations. So let's look at this first example. We've got 2 times the quantity y minus 6 is equal to 9y plus 2. Remember, if we go through our little list of things we need to get rid of, let's start with fractions or exponents. In this particular problem, there are none here. So you can leave that, skip that step. Second one is to get rid of parentheses. Notice we have a parentheses right here, 2y minus 6. So to get rid of parentheses, we distribute, which means to multiply 2 times everything inside the parentheses. So 2 times y, and then 2 times minus 6 is negative 12. And that leaves us with an equation that has variables on both sides. Remember, with this type of equation, we got to get the variables together. So I've got to move one of the variables across the equal sign, and it doesn't matter which one you do. I like to move it so that my variable stays positive, but you can do it either way. So in this case, if I want to get rid of this 2y on the left, I have to subtract 2y from both sides. All right, so 2y goes away, and I'm left with negative 12. And then 9 minus 2 is 7y. We didn't touch this plus 2, so it comes along for the ride. And now we're back to a two-step equation. All I have to do is subtract 2, and what I do on one side, I always have to do on the other. So what I'm left with is negative 12 minus 2 is negative 14. And we've got 7y here on the right. And then if I just divide both sides by 7, negative 14 divided by 7, negative 2. So y is negative 2. Remember, you can always check your work by taking negative 2 and plugging it back in up here. And what you'll get is negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8. 2 times negative 8 is negative 16 on that side. Then negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. Negative 18 plus 6 is also negative 16 on that side. So we know that we did it right. Take a second, pause the video, and try this second example on your own, and come back in a minute and I'll explain it. Okay, so solving this one, we do just like before. There are no fractions or exponents to get rid of, so we're good. To get rid of the parentheses, we have to distribute. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 2, 14. And then we're left with 10x plus 18 on the other side. All right, and just to show you, like over in this example, I subtracted 2y, moved the variable to the right. I can move the variable to the left and it will make no difference. So let's subtract 10x from both sides. So 7 minus 10x is negative 3x plus 14 is equal to, and then we're left with 8. All right, now to get x by itself, I have to get rid of the 14. So in this case, I have to subtract 14 from both sides, and I'm left with negative 3x. That cancels because that's what we wanted to happen. And 8 minus 14 is negative 6. And then finally, to get x by itself, we divide both sides by negative 3. So negative 6 divided by negative 3, that's going to be a positive 2. So x is equal to positive 2. And again, you can check your work by plugging it back in up here. 2 plus 2 is 4. 7 times 4 is 28 on the left. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 plus 8 is also 28 on the right. If you have any questions, bring them to class.